Thank you, Senator Lyons. Senator Roberts.
Thank you, Mr Acting Deputy President. As a servant to the people of Queensland and Australia, I need to say clearly that the climate change agenda seeks to mislead well-meaning Australians with pseudoscience to introduce and hide an economic and social agenda that Australians would otherwise reject. Senator Rice's motion does mischief. Australia does not have a carbon budget. The Senate has not voted for a carbon budget. The Coalition's supposed Climate Action Plan, CAP, that underpins government policy, does not include a carbon budget. Our international agreements do not include a carbon budget. The only place one can find a climate budget is in the Greens' own little parallel universe, where the aspiring elites in the Greens are in control of an economy that is not only green but rancid. The devastation that will be caused to our economy by the measures the Greens propose to limit carbon dioxide in the atmosphere will destroy our economy, destroy jobs and steal opportunity from our children. The insult to real scientists is that Senator Rice calls climate change a science-based agenda. No, it's not. Definitely not. The argument in favour of a looming climate disaster is based on unvalidated computer models, nothing else. The same models that have failed repeatedly and miserably to predict temperature movement. The largest single driver of climate is the sun, which has moved into a solar minimum that is tracking the Dalton minimum when the Thames froze over and crops around the world failed. In fact, crops are failing now. Northern China is experiencing widespread hunger as exceptional cold destroyed the winter cereal crop. Australia, on the other hand, has moved from a dry cycle to a wet cycle. This is not climate change. It's a natural cycle. I have challenged the Greens on many occasions to prove their position with empirical scientific evidence, data, and they have been unable to, repeatedly unable. Indeed, today is day number 502 of my challenge in the Senate to the Greens to simply provide the scientific evidence for their claims and for their alarm and to debate me on the science. Look at them all, looking at their phones. They won't look at me. I challenged the current Greens Senate leader 10 and a quarter years ago. Nothing. 10 and a quarter years, more than a decade. Nothing. I noticed that the world-renowned scientist Tony Heller, who relies on solid data, has today challenged the Greens to a debate on social media. That's not going to happen either. And now we see the gnats. Well, that's another joke. So, Mr Acting Deputy President, the Greens have no carbon budget and they have no idea.
Thank you, Senator.